Hey, are you there? Hi, I'm John. I work with CMHA and I get to be the MC for this year's virtual Ride Don't Hide fundraiser. And as part of this role that I am so lucky to have, I'm here talking to a representative from one of CMHA's most public programs, and that's the Friends and Neighbors Club, also known as Fan Club. This is my friend Lise.
Well, hello, Ride Don't Hide participants. Yes, I am Lise Garneau, and I am a member of the Friends and Neighbors Club, or Fan Club for short. It features puppets like Moa to go into schools and talk to kids about their feelings and stuff. And things like reaching out for help if you need it.
Hey, that's what we're all about, riding and not hiding, and reaching out.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about the fan club and how it came to be?
Aha! Well, so it turns out that the fan club was originally created by the Phoenix Center for Children and Families in Pembroke, Ontario.
Hey, Ontario grown.
And in 2003, CMHA Grey Bruce thought, hey, let's do an experiment. Let's bring it here and see what happens. So, we did a few shows the first year, and then ta-da! Turns out it was a huge success, and we're still here today.
Lots of fans for the fan club.
Yes! Zinger!
Can you tell me more about what you do in schools? I know that when school is in, that you're in schools all across Grey and Bruce counties.
From Tobermory to Dundalk to Kincardine and all the way in between. Most of our shows are for kids in elementary school, kids like me, but we also make presentations to adults, just like you, like we're doing now. And what's really great is when we talk to kids, they get to ask us questions. And I talk to kids about what it was like for me when my mom and dad got a divorce. It was kind of hard for me. I'm an only kid, and I kind of wondered if it was my fault at first, because, I'm kind of just a little spoiled, and it was kind of difficult. But it was really good. It allowed me to talk about stuff. And I'm also in the show throwing out the garbage, because, you see, sometimes I can be a little bit bossy.
Wait, sorry, what? I don't think I quite heard that.
I can be just a little bit bossy.
Sorry, the camera's kind of far away. I don't know if everybody...
Okay! I can be just a bit bossy, and I'm working on it. But see, this one time, Simon and I, we got to be partners for a project, and I so didn't want to be his partner, because he's like the class joker. But, I learned a little about him, and he learned a little about me, and we agreed that I would help him work on his project, and he would help me not be so bossy. And he told me some really good jokes. What do you get when you cross a duck with fire?
I don't know, what?
Fire quackers! Get it?
That one really cracked me up, Liz. And you said you and Simon. Now, are you and Simon the only puppets in these productions, or is the club even bigger than just two people?
There are 13 of us. It's amazing. So there's Andrew, who talks about reaching out for help. We got Jason, who talks about accepting our differences. We got Rusty, who talks about dealing with anger. There's just so many awesome characters. And the one thing we like most about our scripts is we talk about being a good friend.
Hey, and having a friend who cares is really important.
Yeah, that's like rule number 2 to good mental health. We talk about these rules every time we do a presentation.
I don't think I'm familiar with the rules. Can you tell me more? How many rules are there? What are they?
Rule number 1, like you for you. Rule number 2, have friends that like you for who you are. Rule number 3, don't keep your feelings inside. Tell your good friend. And number 4, make sure you're having fun every day. We should all have things that help us feel joy, even in the midst of all this stuff. And man, we got a lot of feelings right now during all this stuff.
Totally.
But just remember the rules. Make sure you talk about your feelings. Don't keep them inside. And maybe draw a picture or get outside for a walk. There's lots of things we can be doing.
Now, those are really good rules, and I'm wondering what it's like for you to do these shows and talk about those rules with kids all across Grey and Bruce.
I know. You want to know, what it is like to be this popular and this amazing. I get asked that a lot. Well, it just means we're busy. So last year we did over 200 puppet shows to over 7,000 kids.
7,000 kids?
Yes.
I didn't even know there were that many kids in Grey and Bruce.
I know. And I was so exhausted. Yes. But, and we don't do it by ourselves. We have about 20 volunteers that help us every year. Students, retirees, school, college students. We don't do it by ourselves.
Well, I guess that's, again, the importance of having good friends, eh?
Yes.
Now, what do you want the people watching the Ride Don't Hide event to know about your program?
I think the most important thing for them to know is that we are only able to do this through community funding, like the fundraisers we do. We are so lucky to have funders like Bruce Power and Community Foundation, the United Way, our Kiwanis clubs, the Eva Leffler Foundation. But we are also lucky for all the people watching who make a donation. Thank you to everyone who has donated already. Your funds help us keep talking to kids. And for that, you get a big physical distancing kiss. Mwah!
Well, thank you, Lise, for taking the time to talk to us. You taught me a lot about having good mental health in just a few minutes. So I'm excited to learn more about your program, and I think it's great for people to understand the great work that you're doing talking to young people and kids just like you, because when we learn how to have good mental health when we're young, then we already know how to have good mental health when we get to be grown-ups.
Yes! Well done! Thanks, everybody!
All right, and I guess that takes us back to the rest of the event. So, Lise, thanks so much for showing up from your premature summer vacation to do this work for us today.
You're welcome. Oh, elbows.
Oh, elbows. Okay. And thank you for watching. We'll pass you along to the next segment right now.